Greetings, adventurers. This is DM Kurt. Tonight, we're going to sit down at our Castles and Crusades game, and a number of things are likely to happen. The players have been plotting on Discord all week, and that's really useful because the guy that moved away, we can still do a play-by-post. His ranger does a lot of scouting. That information of a scout gets back to the rest of the party. But with the party plotting, I get to be prepared for their most likely directions. I'm not running a railroad here. We're running a sandbox. And there's just barely enough time in the day to try to take notes and have preparation for every single direction they could go. But for the directions that they say they're likely to go, I can just have one sheet of paper, just bip, bip, bip. Here's 5 notes, and I'm ready to go. And what I don't have in there, I can come up with. I do have some pre-planned stuff in the sort of, these are the different factions. Each of these have these goals. And I have sort of a timetable going on. Oh, you want to go from here to there? That's going to take this many days. You want to go here to here? That's going to take this many days. After a certain number of days, this group that you wiped out, well, their supply train is going to show up. And they're going to see the wreckage. And they're going to know there was an attack. So there's the wheels are turning, you know. Time is not standing still here for these guys. But I also can do, because we got the Discord thing going, they can say, I'm going to want to buy 100 gallons of oil, 2 axes, and a couple of goats. Cool. It's going to be this much. As soon as you get down to the village, mark that. At that point, mark off this much money. Write those items on your sheet. Good to go. We get the shopping trip out of the way. Some people don't find the shopping trips to be really riveting gameplay. Okay, but one of the things they're thinking of doing is negotiating with a dragon. Okay, how do we want to run this? Well, it's only fair that the players know how the game world works. So, what they know is, in the mountains they live in, is Grimtooth the Green. He is a green dragon. He or she, we don't have to really establish that. The dragon is green. Green dragons, in general, are evil. And they are likely to be more intelligent than the least intelligent member of this party, who has a 7. There might be 2 of them with that number. We're not the smartest group of characters. Okay. They mentioned, hey, we might want to negotiate. In certain 5th edition fan groups, let's just say, for 5th edition D&D, there's the meme always floating around. Hey, it's just a joke, but it's meme is a joke. That the bard seduces the dragon because he rolled a 20. No, we do not have that as a possibility. I don't play sexual content in my games, especially ones where there's anybody teenage in the room. That's just creepy. Don't run that kind of content for that audience. So that's not an option. I told the players, negotiating with a dragon might be based on charisma, or it might be based on, do you have something that the dragon wants or needs and can't simply get by blasting you now and taking it? So that's something to think about. Maybe they can convince this dragon that attacking the dwarves is in its best interest. Could happen. What they also know is during the war 40 years ago, well into the lifespan of a dragon who has hundreds of years of lifespan, merely as like yesterday. During the war when the hobgoblins invaded, the dragon didn't help. They know that. They don't know why. But they know the dragon didn't help. It would have been nice, big old poison gas all over a platoon of hobgoblins. That would have been nice, but no such help. The PCs know that to the south, there is a mountain range called the Spine, because how many game worlds have a mountain range called the Spine? There are a couple of metallic dragons. Metallic dragons, generally good aligned. That doesn't mean that they're going to be at your beck and call anytime you say, hey, we could really use some help. These nasty dwarves are coming in and invading the country. Yeah, the nasty dwarves have not openly declared war. The Prime Minister let their mining company in. Granted, when the mining company is away from the major cities and it's only villages, they kind of act however they want. But they behave themselves in the cities, and that's all the Prime Minister has ever seen. They come in here, they buy their supplies, they engage in trade, they move their equipment out into the grasslands. No problem. They pay their fees for their permits. Bribes. Whatever. Permit, bribe, it's all kind of the same. Is the party going to try to negotiate with the dragons? Any of them, all of them. Stay tuned. Next week, we'll find out, because the game's tonight, and I'll try to make a video on it if they do try to negotiate with dragons. Anyway, DM Kurt, out.